And while I've got everyone's attention, I thought I would bring this back into the fore again. As I was saying to you guys earlier, I was trying to warn a lot of you that are my subscribers that uh, the only thing I want to get political about is when it affects my gaming, right? Like I don't want the politics in my games. Well, Trump's putting a tariff on all kinds of things, okay, and it's causing after December or around Christmas time, you're going to see 15 to what was it 25% extra on a lot of parts, and because one part will go inside another part, right, but they'll each get made in different places. They'll be like tariffing it and it's such a, oh my lord. That's why I've been really trying to save up so I can, before all this happens, I can get what I need for hardware, and then the world can go you know anyway. So on this other topic of things, it seems somebody, once you bring up what that Hong Kong thing was all really about, and I just want to state this too, okay? Originally, a guy was in Taiwan with his pregnant wife, and he murdered her, and then he ran back to Hong Kong. And because there wasn't an actual extradition thing there, they were going to pass a law that would allow him to be extradited. But the thing is, because it's a kind of part of China, he would have had to have been sent to China first, then back over to Taiwan. Okay, if the Chinese government actually let that go, then it becomes their issue. And this is where people get upset, is because the fact of the matter is that they're worried about other types of crime. Well, stop doing crime. Yeah. Okay, like and then they use the story on a BBC page about a guy who wrote books about communist China, and that they would consider that a crime. Well, we don't over here, right? So we can empathize with that. I get that. The problem here is that this guy murdered his pregnant wife, right? And there's a guy who, and I'm on this other gaming guy's channel, and I'm still not going to mention it because YouTube has rules about that, because I don't want people here going over there mouthing anyone off, or vice. You know what? And I posted my own links and saying, come on over and make a comment, leave a comment. If it's civil, I'll approve it, and we can have a discussion. He's chicken, right? These people who have no subscribers, they've made accounts very recently, and the content they have is non-gaming related. All of them, every single one of them. I think one guy had uploaded some games like 4 years ago. That should be telling you all something, okay? What I'm dealing with is, I don't know what I'm dealing with. And then you ask the guy, you say, well, hey man, the facts are the facts. Are you advocating that it's okay to murder pregnant ladies and in other countries and then run back to another country to hide? Is that I mean, you lose. It completely loses its optics when that's what it was all about to begin with. Okay, that's why I didn't want to get involved with any of that in the first place when I heard about it. And then you see other optics, like you see this major business leader of Hong Kong shaking hands with John Bolton. The guy that brought us weapons of mass destruction that never were there in Iraq. Yeah, you remember that guy? Yeah. Like, I mean, I could get into this politics thing and just blow people's minds with all the different crap I have from years and years back, okay? I could fill in blanks of a lot of these political commentators all around YouTube that have all they have is innuendo and circumstance and maybes and what ifs, right? What happens when you add real hackers into the mix that have wandered around the internet and seen all this shit, right? We didn't want to get involved in your bullshit, right? Here we are, though. It just didn't, eh. But this is going to affect everybody. Okay, so if you want to get a notepad or anything that has a monitor on it too, like your cell phones actually have little miniature monitors, right? Did you know that all the rare earths are made in China? So all the cell phone makers were crying to Trump about like this was going to happen in September, and he had it put off till December, right? Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. That's what I was saying to one guy. Merry Christmas. That's why I'm starving the living hell out of myself so I have as much money as possible come December, beginning of December, so I can order some parts and have them inputted into this PC. I'd like to get a motherboard, but and get multiple cores going and whatnot. But maybe what I'll have to do is get a graphics card, like a Quadro type of card that does what that multiple core CPU would do instead, right? It just means that I wouldn't be a top end graphics guy, but I'd be a more higher end creator, right? Which is fine with me. I mean, the way gaming's going, okay, I'm gonna end up just making games for myself, and anyone else who wants to enjoy them, then that's fine. I just don't want politics and BS in my video games. I don't like those kinds of people that would advocate for it. I mean, one minute they're whining and complaining about what they call SJWs and lefties injecting their crap into video games, and now the next thing you know, they're championing some guy who murdered his pregnant wife over in Hong Kong just because he'd get sent to China for prison. You're like, oh wait. If you or I or any of us did something like that in Canada or the U.S. or Mexico, we'd be rotting in a freaking prison cell, getting beat up by the prisoners. Okay, so yeah. Uh, uh. Anyway, so today was a little bit of that Fortnite problem where there were some weird issues, and I think what's happened is when they went to do this little event, something broke. So now they're scrambling around to fix it, and then they're gonna do something because honestly, if it was a Fortnite event, why did it affect people like myself who have don't have it installed? Yeah, it was a screw up on the login side of things, and I could tell, and I could see in the log files it trying to update certain things and fix certain things, and it was failing a lot. So they put out something and they screwed it up, and then they got to do this, do that, because even when I was able to actually reset a password, it wouldn't let me log in the first time I tried, and then it did. Okay, I could see in the log files something got updated. Okay, and there is a lawsuit, by the way, about people getting their Fortnite accounts hacked and whatnot. So they're probably, you know, beefing up security because they want to show in a court case that they actually care and they actually look after these things, and that would be something too. Now I'm gonna say, okay, if you were on YouTube, okay, and you're doing live streaming and you were using the old Hangout system, it's not Epic that was the problem. It was you using the Hangouts, because the Hangouts were the vulnerability, and it's why Google tried for a long time to fix it. And when they couldn't fix it, they decided, that's it. I'm ending that. We're not having that. You are now going to be responsible for your own thing, and that's why. Maybe a lot of you don't know why Hangouts actually went away, but that's the major reason right there. I don't think I don't think technologically you can fix that problem. Okay, unless it's an all-in-one thing, they would have to have your encoding software done by them. The RMTP thing would have to be re-engineered, and you'd have to add layers of encryption on all of this, and have you being able to log into a system and have it all. That's a lot of engineering there, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, let me see here. Having a look at this, $37 billion levy. levy. It's not just on notebooks though. It's not just on notebooks. They're saying notebooks here, but it's things like monitors, um, and other pieces of equipment. Okay, and it was all supposed to see. It's supposed to come in December, right? And it's not at the beginning of December. It's mid December. It's like right before Christmas. You all get hit with this. It's like the 12th or something like that. It's like, oh boy. Da, 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 da. And this is why they're buying up lots and lots and lots of this equipment right now. So if you really do want a good deal, now is the time to get the deal, because they're even figuring that this trade thing is going to continue, that Trump and China won't work it out and whatnot. So um, yeah, let's see here, right? It's just crazy what we're looking at here. Um, this is what happens when people can't get along. Whoop, come on, you. Yeah, come on. Yeah. The good thing is that Trump could really throw these tech companies into a spin if come December, they make a deal. They will have so much crap that you know yeah. Anyway, I wanted to throw this up there because this is this is yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, whatever, you know, blah blah blah. Happy buying day. Happy capitalism, happy non-capitalism, all that, whatever. Yeah.